Hello and welcome to this short training video on KWIZ Forms. In this video, we'll learn how to enable reloading default values. Reloading default values is relevant when a default value of a field depends on the value of another field that may change. As you know, default values are loaded one time when the form loads. We need the default value to reload when the default value depends on other fields and the user changes the value of another field, or the default value depends on an external source and the external value might have changed and you may want to have some button to reload the latest data. So for this demo, we will use a simple list with two columns, and I want my title field to say this is my product and then include the product name from the dropdown. So you can see the different ways to reload default values. Let's go into the dynamic default value settings page and create a rule on the title field. In the value, I will say this is my product and then show the selected product by using a token referring to the product column. I will add this value, click on OK, and go see the result. When I create a new item, the title will default to this is my product, product 1, since that is the default product value. However, when I change the drop-down value, nothing happens since the default value loaded when the form was opened. Let's see how we can make the title field dynamically change. Let's go back to the dynamic default value settings page and edit the rule we just created. In the reload value section, we'll first check the reload value when user changes other fields' values. This works if the default value includes tokens that refer to other fields, such as in our case. If the product value will change, the system will know to refresh the value of the title field. Let's save it and go back to our form to see the result. When I open the form, it will still default to product 1. However, when I change the product, from the dropdown, the title field will update automatically. Let's go back to the dynamic default values settings page so I can show you the other options. I will edit the role we created and I will uncheck the first option. The second option we have is to reload the value when a user clicks a link. This will make the value reload whenever a user clicks a link, so it will not be done automatically. We can choose next to what field to show the link, as well as what the link caption should be, such as reload title. Let's update the default value and go back to our form to see the result. When I create a new item, you'll see that when I change the product, it's not done automatically. However, I have the reload title link next to my title field. I can click on it and then the title will show the good product. That was the second option. Now let's go back and look at the third option we have. Let me edit the rule. And the third option we have is to display a reload icon next to the field. This will make a small icon appear next to the field. So let me click on it, update the default rule, save everything, and let's go test it out. I'll create a new item, and as you see, I will select the product, and as you see, it's still not done automatically. However, when I click the reload icon, it reloads to show me the good value from the product. Thank you for watching this video on how to enable reloading default values on KWIZ Forms.